Hello, welcome to our online information session. My name is Tom McGuire, and I am the Program Director for the Certificate Program in Paralegal Studies. Today, we are going to learn all about the certificate. We'll begin by talking about the expanding need for paralegals and how our certificate will prepare you for a career in this exciting field or enable you to advance in your current legal position. You'll also learn how you can get started taking the courses. If you have any questions during this presentation, please go ahead and send them in. We'll do our best to answer your questions as we go through the presentation. So, let's get started. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a 15% growth rate for paralegal and legal assistant positions through 2026. Now, this is much faster than average growth for all occupations that they track. Polls conducted by CNNmoney.com and CareerCast.com rank the paralegal profession number 60 and number 37 respectively in the top 100 and 200 jobs based on a variety of factors, including job outlook, satisfaction, stress, and working environment. Depending on experience, a paralegal can expect to earn from $51,000 to $66,000 in the Bay Area, and nationally average $49,500. This is from Glassdoor data. In paralegal responsibilities, the National Federation of Paralegal Associations reports the following. Due to the explosive growth over the past 3 decades and the substantial increase and expansion in roles and responsibilities, the paralegal profession will continue to thrive as more law firms, corporations, and government agencies realize that paralegals handle tasks that allow more people to be served. A macro trend in the industry for paralegal job opportunities is that they are no longer confined to just small and mid-sized legal firms, large corporate law offices, or federal, state, and local government agencies. Owing to dynamic changes and demand for increased legal expertise, many other types of businesses have a growing need and increased demand to employ paralegals, including nonprofit, finance, insurance, healthcare and pharmaceutical, consulting, and high-tech areas. The UC Berkeley Extension Certificate Program in Paralegal Studies prepares you from the ground up to enter the workforce and meet this demand. So, how can you take advantage of this growing need? If you have a high school diploma or equivalent combined with our paralegal certificate, you'll have the knowledge and skills and will understand the latest principles and applications to be successful. You'll understand core competencies that every paralegal must possess to work independently on legal projects under the supervision of an attorney, including maintaining and organizing legal files, conducting legal research, drafting legal documents, and much more. You will also be prepared to take on higher-level job responsibilities. So, how can UC Berkeley Extension help you achieve your career goals and become competitive in this growing field? UC Berkeley Extension is the continuing education arm of the flagship campus, UC Berkeley. Since 1891, we've been assisting students in reaching their professional goals and accomplishments. We offer more than 65 professional certificates and specialized programs, and more than 2,000 classroom and online courses with 45,000 enrollments each year. We pride ourselves on academic excellence. All of our courses and instructors, as in this certificate, are approved by the appropriate campus department. In particular, this certificate program is fully supported and endorsed by the UC Berkeley School of Law. Our certificates require academic advisory boards comprising campus faculty and industry leaders who review the curriculum to ensure that it's up to date and in touch with emerging trends and hot topics. Our instructors, most of whom work in the field, also bring a real-world experience to the classroom. So, when you enroll in a UC Berkeley Extension course, you are guaranteed a real-world professional education along with Berkeley quality education. So let's focus on the certificate itself. Designed by paralegals and taught by practicing attorneys, each course in the certificate has been approved by the UC Berkeley School of Law. Now, adult education focuses on immediately applicable and practical aspects of business, industry, and technology. While extension courses are underpinned with academic theory and rigor, you will be learning more than just theory. You'll be studying real-world case studies so that you can apply that theory to a particular situation that you are likely to encounter at work. The curriculum is meant to give you a comprehensive depth and breadth of the field of paralegal studies. This is perfect for those of you who are considering changing your careers to become a paralegal, or wanting to take the entire certificate, or just a few courses so that you can advance in your current legal position. For those of you who are considering a career change, when you complete the certificate, you will have fulfilled California's educational requirement to be a practicing paralegal. In addition, we've structured the curriculum so that you can complete all of your courses in just over 6 months, if you fast-track yourself through the program. In this way, you'll be quicker to market than most competitor programs, which offer longer programs up to 2 years. And because so many of our students are working professionals, all of your courses are taken in our online learning environment. I'll talk more about the online learning experience in a little bit. So let's dive right into the curriculum. To complete the entire certificate, you'll take 3 required courses and 3 electives. In total, you'll receive the equivalent of 360 hours of hands-on practical instruction. Well, you might be wondering, how much time will I be spending on my studies? As a general guideline, for every hour that you spend in the online classroom, you should expect to spend about 2 hours outside of class time studying. Most students complete the certificate in just over 6 months, but you have up to 1 year after registering for the certificate to finish all of your courses. Even if you're working full-time, you can successfully complete 2 courses at the same time. Now let's take a look at the 3 required courses. You'll start with Essential Paralegal Studies Part 1, as it's the foundational course for the rest of your paralegal classes. In Part 1, you'll study civil and criminal law, court structures, evidence and trial preparation, among many other topics. Now, once you've completed Part 1, you can go ahead and enroll in Part 2, Authority, Research, and Writing. In this course, in addition to those topics bulleted, you'll also learn about the unified theory of legal research, legal writing, crafting a demand letter, client correspondence, requests for admission, deposition summaries, and client file review, among many other topics. Now, your last required course is Paralegal e-Discovery, Process and Practice. E-discovery is how paralegals recover, search, organize, and analyze data stored electronically, such as on a computer, a hard drive, mobile device, and the like. This data will eventually be used as evidence in courts. Here are the 7 electives we currently offer. You'll need to complete 3 of these electives to earn your certificate. As you can see, in each of these electives, you do a deep dive into the subject matter, whether it's criminal law, family law, tort law, or California court procedures. As I mentioned before, the certificate is designed by paralegals and attorneys, and those same working professionals bring their years of experience to the online classroom. They are members of the State Bar of California or Florida and have been approved to teach by UC Berkeley's School of Law. They are skilled experts deeply vested in your success. They are passionate about sharing their knowledge with you and helping you achieve your professional and career goals. Our instructors bring to the classroom concepts that illuminate the topics and real-world examples from their job experience. So you work through examples and you gain firsthand knowledge through case-based scenarios and interactive projects. Some of our instructors include Tammy Clearfield, and Tammy has a private practice in Coral Gables, Florida, and she brings more than 23 years of legal experience and 14 years of paralegal teaching experience. Another of our stellar instructors is Todd Zuckerman. Todd has been awarded our honored instructor title, and he has practiced in the areas of insurance coverage and environmental law since 1980. He has been a prosecutor, defense counsel, author, and general practitioner. All of your paralegal courses will be done in our para-student online environment. You take ongoing, continuous enrollment courses that allow you to enroll at any time and start your course. You progress through the course at your own pace, and you have 3 months to complete Essentials Part 1 and Essentials Part 2, while you have 2 months to complete the shorter course, E-Discovery, and all or any of the electives. You can log in whenever and wherever fits your schedule to do your readings and submit your assignments. So you could do it in the morning before you head to work, during your lunch break, after dinner, whatever you find works for your schedule. Your learning materials are always accessible in the online environment. You'll learn by reading materials, taking mock exams, researching with LexisNexis and Westlaw, as well as writing labs and citation labs. Your education is further enhanced during interactions with your instructor. You submit your homework assignments and projects electronically. Your instructor will provide feedback and grades as you progress through the class. You can take a test drive of the Para-Student website on our Paralegal Certificate Program webpage, so you can get a feel for what your online learning experience will be like. Earning the certificate is a simple 3-step process. First, you register for the certificate. We recommend you do this before starting your second course. Check out the requirements on our website. Next, complete all of the courses with a grade of C or better within the 1-year time period. Probably one of the biggest benefits is that you pay as you go along. You don't pay for the entire certificate at once. You pay for each course one at a time. Now, prices vary based on each course, but in total, The cost is approximately $8,000 for the program. Please note, the tuition fee does not include the cost of materials and books. Finally, once you've completed all of your courses, you'll receive your certificate. Many of you are wondering, well, what do our graduates go on to do? We're always super proud of our students' success. Many of our instructors share stories of former students who have landed positions. We are always excited to hear from those who have gone on to secure a foothold in the industry from completing the certificate. Here are a couple of our recent graduates and their current positions. Soon after finishing the certificate, Jacqueline Flores landed a paralegal position at Dana Michael Ritter Law Firm here in the Bay Area. In fact, she's told us that when she was interviewing, the hiring manager was very interested that she was attending our paralegal program. Evan Brooks is now working at Robert Half Legal as a legal project coordinator of electronic discovery review services. He tells us that with a number of large law clients who have terabytes worth of electronic discovery data to review, he plays a key role in providing technology support behind the scenes. Evan credits his understanding of the legal process and his ability to dissect contracts to his training with us. You can read about both of these graduates and many others at our Voices blog on the website. So, how do you get started? We require that you have a high school diploma or equivalent. Please call the program office if you have any questions about this prerequisite entry requirement. Now, you'll need to create a free student account through our website. You'll use this account to enroll and pay for your courses, find out about your grades, and track your progress through the certificate. You'll begin the curriculum, as mentioned earlier, with Essential Paralegal Studies Part 1, which is the first required course. Now, you'll also want to start one of the electives. I suggest adding that elective a couple of weeks after you've started the Essential Paralegal Studies Part 1 required class, so that you can get comfortable in the online learning environment before proceeding. Once you've completed Essential Paralegal Studies Part 1, you'll go on to complete Part 2 and the e-discovery course, as well as your remaining 2 electives. You have up to 1 year to finish the program, and our online learning format allows you to proceed at your own pace. A convenient option for many adult learners who work full-time or have family obligations that don't allow them to be full-time students. The average time students take to complete the program is a little more than 6 months to a year. We also suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form. You'll receive monthly emails about upcoming courses and new blog posts. Thank you for submitting your questions, many of which we've been able to answer during the presentation. But here are some more that have just come in. The first question is this certificate approved by the American Bar Association or the ABA, what's called the ABA? What does ABA approval mean? Great question. While the ABA cannot accredit a paralegal certificate, the ABA, for a fee, approves certificates that meet certain standards in terms of how a certificate is administered. Approximately 25% of the paralegal programs in this country opt to pay for ABA approval. Our certificate program in paralegal studies has been approved by UC Berkeley and meets the California state requirements that regulate paralegal training. UC Berkeley Extension has determined that opting for ABA approval will not enhance the quality of the certificate. I want to point out that while it is less and less common, some employers do require training from an ABA-approved program. Research job listings to determine if the type of position and the employers you are targeting require training from an ABA-approved program. Another question that's just come in. What if I am unable to complete all assignments or exams before the course ends? I want to stress that it is important that you and your instructor coordinate and agree in advance on a specific plan for successful completion. Please refer to your welcome letter and our incomplete policy on our website for full information. Failure to abide by this policy could negatively impact your ability to receive an incomplete and finish the course. Another question that's come in, what if I fail an exam or fail a class? So in order to receive the certificate, you are expected to pass all of your exams and classes with a minimum grade of C or better. If you fail an exam, you may not repeat it. If you fail a class, you will have to take the class over again. Here's another quite important question that's just come in. So for clarity, we'll go over this. Can I transfer paralegal or other law courses from a non-UC institution to apply towards the certificate? Unfortunately, the answer is no. We do not accept the transfer of any outside courses towards this certificate. You will need to complete all of our paralegal courses at UC Berkeley Extension in order to receive the certificate. Another great question is, what happens if I earn the certificate from UC Berkeley Extension and then move to another state? Will my paralegal status change or be jeopardized? Well, only California has requirements to work as a paralegal. That's the first thing that we need to know. Some states, such as North Carolina and Florida, have voluntary certification exams, but even these are not required. Again, California is the only state in the union that has statutory requirements to practice as a paralegal. So if you earn our certificate at UC Berkeley Extension and then move to a different state, you will still be eligible to work as a paralegal in that state. Well, it looks like we've got time for a final question. And here it is. Is independent certification or credentialing necessary once I complete the certificate? While no state requires you to sit for an exam to be certified or a credentialed paralegal or legal assistant, you may choose to attain the professional designations to enhance your stature in the field. The Certified Legal Assistant and Certified Paralegal exams are the nation's premier certifications, along with the NFPA PACE exam. For more information about sitting for these exams, please visit the National Federation of Paralegal Associations Incorporated website. Well, everyone, unfortunately, that's all the time we have to take your questions today. But if you have any additional questions that I wasn't able to answer, please note our contact information. I would love to hear from you and discuss how our certificate, how our individual courses can help you become a paralegal and break into the field. I also suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form on the website. You'll receive monthly emails about upcoming courses and new blog posts. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about our certificate and course offerings in Paralegal Studies. I look forward to seeing you in our online classroom.